Okay, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, my name is Fahrur Rosi. I'm from TBI class. Okay, now I will explain you about conditional sentence type 1 and conditional sentence type 2 and conditional sentence type 3. Okay, now we will begin from conditional sentence type 1. Okay, from the conditional sentence type 1, the definition is conditional sentence type 1 used to express a job that may occur if the condition are met. Okay, from this definition, we know that if the conditional sentence type 1 is used to express a job that can happen if the all of requirement has already finished, like that. And the form of this conditional sentence type 1 is main clause is simple future and if clause using simple present. Well, so the example of this conditional sentence type 1 is like, if you study hard you will be clever. So if you study hard, it is if clause, and you will be clever, that is main clause, because using simple future. So we can now it is use simple future when we found will, because will is simple future. Or like this, you will be clever if you study hard. So you will be clever if you study hard. If you not study hard, you will not be clever, like that. Okay, for the next is conditional sentence type 2. Okay, the definition of conditional sentence type 2 is used to indicate something that is contrary to the present fact. Its mean from this definition is the conditional sentence type 2 is used to show something that is contra from the reality exactly. Okay, you will be easier understand this definition when you know about the example. Okay, before knowing about the example, okay, we have to know about the form of this conditional sentence type 2 exactly. Okay, the form of conditional sentence type 2 is the main clause is using past future and if clause using simple past. Okay, for the example is, if I had wings I would fly, or I would fly if I had wings. Okay, I repeat once more. If I had wings, I would fly, or I would fly if I had wings. It means if I have wings, I will fly. I will fly to the sky, of course. But the reality, the reality, I don't have wings, so I can't fly, like that. It means that is contra from the reality, like that. Okay, for the next is conditional sentence type 3. Okay, now we will know about the definition of conditional sentence type 3. That is, conditional sentence type 3 used to show regret in the past and may not happen in the present. It means this conditional sentence type 3, it means show the regret of the someone and it not happen in the present exactly. And it's like the form of this conditional sentence type 3 is main clause using past future perfect and if clause using past perfect exactly. For the example is like, if I had money I would have gone home, or I would have gone home if I had money. Okay, this is the if clause is if I had money, and the main clause is I would have gone home. So as we know, if I had money I would have gone home. So if I would have gone home if I had money. So because this is doesn't have money, so he doesn't go home. Or we can say the reality, I didn't have money, so I don't go home, like that. Okay, maybe just the explanation from me about the conditional sentence type 1 and type 2 and rosi. Maybe that's it. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.